Hello, and welcome to the Feats and Fables 5th edition streaming game, just for adventurers like you. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and across the internet by searching for Feats and Fables, particularly wherever fine podcasts are collected. If you want to watch us live and chat with us, please join us on Twitch from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday nights. Our entire backlog is available on our YouTube channel. I'm Paige Lightman, your DM, and I'd like to welcome you to Aglarond, a peaceful pastoral nation of half-elves. The heroes of Aglarond are part of the Foresters, an elite unit of scouts and rangers charged with defending Aglarond's borders, particularly from undead, from the evil fascist nation of Thay. The heroes are heading towards the Singing Sands, racing the nation of Thay to try and recover an ancient elven artifact. The Red Wizards of Thay wish to use the artifact for their own evil purposes. Previously on Feats and Fables, our heroes enacted regime change among gnolls held captive by Thay and are making their way towards the Singing Sands now. Unfortunately, their evening's rest has just been interrupted. Let's meet our heroes. Alright. So,
Paige, we have to dance during this as well.
Yes!
Oh, we're dancing?
Oh, it's a double dance now.
I'm not fucking dancing until I can see everybody's face on...
I mean, I did the
Well,
thing.
it's not everybody. You have to go through the introduction.
It's just Paige. It's just everybody but Paige now. So now we're making up for last... Okay, let's do this, Paige.
Right.
I need the music.
Alright.
Otherwise I can't dance.
Yep, last time it was only Paige.
And
Dance
now it's
like pretty.
only not Paige.
You're not dancing, Ronald.
I am dancing.
He's
Why
just
are
doing
you?
this thing over and over.
Why are you? Oh, Kurgosh, thank you for the subscription.
Oh yeah, keep dancing. Woo!
Paige, why are you manipulating your hands like puppetry? I don't understand.
Paige, I'm gonna need you to start doing the intro now?
You're the puppet master.
Are your arms getting tired? Would you like me to do the intro?
I mean, I can stop this podcast at literally any time.
Except it's not a podcast anymore.
I can stop everything forever.
Also, it totally is still a podcast. Download our podcast wherever you get podcasts.
Okay.
It's not primarily a podcast. Like,
And stop trying to undersell our product.
So let's introduce our heroes. We have Victor Toussaint, a human eldritch knight fighter played by Ron Frankie.
Yes, looks like the Thans have caught up to us.
We have Wildfire, a fire genasi evoker wizard played by Joe Strickey.
Yep. Hello. I got nothing. I tried to come up with something and it just totally drew a blank.
We have Ross, a lizard folk Drake Warden Ranger played by Coda of Kodab Games.
Hello, everyone.
We have the one and only Malagar, a drow twilight cleric played by Dr. Andrew Blom.
I mean, we thought we affected regime change, but did we? Did we?
And we have Belwyn, a dwarven paladin princess played by Ben Heisler.
just 5 more minutes. I'm sure it'll be fine.
We also have my cat Hugan, who is apparently finding the need to sing to us at the top of his freaking lungs.
Truth.
Yes, Hugan,
This
I'm
is what
talking
love is.
about you. All right. So when last we left our heroes, there had been an excursion into your camp, where Wildfire and Malagar were on watch, and Victor, Ross, and Belwyn were asleep, and you saw a couple of undead creeping towards your camp from the north. They're
Joe was
human.
asking for a moment
Oh, thank you. I was like,
with his hands. That's how we know.
What's happening?
Now they can see all of
Now
us.
they can see all of us and also the combat screen.
Yay!
So
Incursion.
fancy.
You're right. Correct. Thank you, Old Slow Tiger.
I mean, we
There's
were
no
on,
better kind of correct than technically correct.
We were on an excursion when there was an incursion, so
Yes.
is it like both?
Anyhow, you done did get snuffed up on.
But in our impenetrable fortress that we call a tiny hut.
Yes. Yes.
Doing
for
good.
now. Yeah. So the two undead creeping into your moonlit camp from the northeast and northwest are human figures swathed in deep colored robes, and they have terrifying-looking visages. It looks like a human face, but almost melted, black in color like rotting flesh, and their mouth hangs open and agape like a scream mask almost.
Ooh.
Around them swirls a faint aura of necromantic energy, and it swirls pretty far away from them. A third figure is Hugin. I am right here. Yes, right here. I've literally been here for an hour.
Oh, where are you?
Where?
Wait, what?
I loved the single response that just called out,
You're
You're not here. I'm not looking at you.
Anyhow, there's a third figure creeping into your camp from the southwest, and it looks like a zombie in heavy armor.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Chat.
What?
Like,
Oh,
we're already 1/3 of the way to a DM inspiration. Not
amazing.
helpful.
No,
Not
it looks like we're 47% the way to a DM.
Oh no!
Ooh.
The donations are coming from inside the house.
Thank you, Brother Flounder.
And Raleigh Security.
Thank you, Raleigh Security.
But not you, Chakuva. Whoever
I don't know
you
Yeah.
what the person is.
Thank you, Chakuva, for being inspiration.
You
I'll
know,
take it.
I look forward to helping you kick my ass.
It's working.
Well, you know,
It's my kink. Don't tell anyone.
this is why we're married. Hey, let me hang it. There we go.
Oh my!
Hey Ben, she doesn't have to tell anyone. She doesn't have to tell anyone. It's okay.
Good. I want it to be obvious.
Yup, you're
in the good news
mission
department,
accomplished.
this Chakuva person, whoever they are, also gave us a player inspiration, so hooray for
Yay!
I'm
I haven't
sure-
put anything into challenges in like a month, so
I'm
here it comes.
sure HR will have nothing to say about this.
HR.
Feats and Fables HR has got to be busy. All right, so when last we left our heroes, this creature was beginning to advance upon yous.
Ruh-roh.
Let's see where I'm going to go.
Yeah, well, I believe Red already attacked us, right?
No,
was sort of a call or an aura or something.
That is not an attack. That is just a benefit of my mere presence.
Oh, well,
All
that's
the time, fun thing.
kind of terrifying.
Yes. So with that, it moves forward slightly and focuses its terrible visage
Ew.
on Wildfire.
Ew.
And
Oh my
Wildfire,
God.
yes. As you, this is what they look like. Wildfire, as you see this thing, it tries to lock eyes with you, and I will need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Aw, Constitution saving throw.
That's the worst kind.
That's the worst kind of saving throw.
What do you mean? It's the best kinds.
Oh, you're
I
pretty
mean-
good.
Yeah. All right. You will take half of this, so you will take 12 points of necrotic damage.
Weird. All right.
Unfortunate.
And you can feel its aura spread maliciously around you. Bellowin,
Wake up.
it's dark.
Oh, great.
Fortunately, you're a dwarf.
Haha!
And
I defeat you. Wait a minute. Say it again. Is it what? How light is it?
it's dark.
But I have dark vision.
Yay!
Not
You
just
actually have-
any.
Unfortunately, from your sitting or even standing position in the tent, you cannot see the foes who are advancing upon you. However, you, in your deep paladin sense, you can sense Nabanyan, the fire main, stirring to the fight as evil is on the prowl.
Ugh. Really, we couldn't do just do this in 5 minutes.
I mean, you can wait 5 minutes. I'm okay with it.
You know what? You're terrible. This is why I don't give you inspiration.
Wait, you just did.
Fuck. So I wake from sleep. I spend half my move standing up. I grab my pick and my shield, and I put my shield on, and that's me.
Right. Victor, you have heard the shouts of your allies.
All right, I will open my eyes. I will stand up.
It's dark.
It is not particularly dark for me because of Malagar's contribution.
Malagar would like to remind everyone they don't just have night vision, they have premium night vision, courtesy of the goddess Sune. Thank you, goddess Sune.
Let's give you
This
a
night vision was
concentration
brought
token.
to you by Goddess Sune.
I need to go through my
sponsors.
tokens and make a premium night vision token.
Is it a concentration ability?
No. I
Oh, it's
just do
not. Okay.
It's just a thing that happens.
More
Got
about
it.
our sponsor after the battle.
So can I see blue from here?
Yeah, they have a fair chunk of cover
All right.
because those rocks are somewhere between 4 and 7 feet tall.
All right. I will draw or probably summon to my hand my shiny new Rashimi longbow.
Ooh.
All right, it flickers into existence in your hand.
And I'll go ahead and shoot at blue, and I'll use a +1 arrow. So I'm going to be adding +2 to hit to this and +1 damage because I failed to properly integrate this into my roll 20.
You do.
So does a 13 hit?
It does not.
All right. No pluses in the world can save me.
A 10 also does not, or a 9 also does not hit.
All right.
Ron, you're
That's
supposed
fine.
to roll a d20 for that.
It's not like those were +1 arrows that are shattering against the rocks. And I'll just stand there and be done.
Okay. Malagar.
Malagar. What are we doing today? Well, that one's awful close.
More
And
like,
everyone's-
who are we doing today?
Ah!
Oh!
So many choices.
Oh, we're back to the purple again?
Is that a problem? Do you not like that?
Well, I'm going to go check their Beyond 20 Discord apparently to figure it out. Sorry, keep going.
Hey, Paige.
Wait, what?
Hey, Paige.
Yes.
Remember how at the end of last stream I was making certain complaints about not being on the turn order? I'm going to continue to file those complaints because
Then would you look at my screen?
Yeah, no, you're there, but you're not there anywhere else.
Putting it on goddamn Imager for everybody.
Am I
Like-
not going? Is someone going before me? Because I go
No,
on
it's
two.
your turn. It's your turn.
No, you should go. He goes after you at the start of the round.
okay, I just want to make sure because I'm not seeing me.
Well, look,
You can't
it's not
see
all
you.
about you, okay?
That's fair. It's not all about. I mean, Ross is perfectly content here to wow.
Content?
Thank you. Ross is perfectly content to sit here by the nice warmth of this tiny hut, and this is like the best he's felt in a long time.
Right?
So, regardless of what it says on yours page, it doesn't have him on the stream's turn order, so you should fix that because
All right, I'm
our
going to
viewers matter more than whether or not you're right.
Sure, I'm going to pull Ross off the initiative order, and I'm going to put his ass back on the initiative order at 19.
I'll hear that she agreed with me.
Have I just doomed myself if I wasn't?
You should put him in
on,
at 1 page instead of 19. It's mechanically the same, but I think he needs to be punished a little bit.
Is it showing up now?
Yes,
Yes.
it's showing up on mine and it's showing up on the stream. So
Excellent.
that's
We do it for the viewers. Viewers like you make streams like us possible. And maybe they regret that. Anyways, hey, you know what it's time for? A fabulous moonbeam. I'm going to bring it down right on that red fellow over there because he's really close.
All right, let me go get your moonbeam.
Totally not, whatchamacallits. What was the It's the jellyfish.
Nigerian column.
Nigerian column, thank you.
Yes, I got something even better.
Oh, and I apparently have rolled really well, but it's, that'll be on their turn. I push this button here, and beyond D&D Beyond, things happen. Ooh, it's all glittery. I like that. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna snuggle it up there.
It's 10 by 10, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 5-bit radius, so yes.
Yes.
Sure. Okay.
On
And
its turn, it'll enjoy things. Not for now.
All right. In that case, Ross goes on 0 at a time between initiatives.
Wow.
Actually, you're going to go at negative 999.
Ooh. I try to phase through a wall. I'm pretty sure I can do that now.
You can phase through the walls of the Liamon's tiny hut just fine.
Wait, does that mean he's a lizard folk in the initiative before time?
Whoa!
All right.
You had to walk a long way for that one.
I did, and it was worth it for those grounds.
You said both of the caped figure, the draped figures are flying?
No, they're
No?
walking.
Oh.
They're trudging on sad, burned-looking, long-clawed feet.
And for some reason, Malagar and Wildfire have left the hut. Well, I can't have them just
We were on guard.
upstaging me like that. So I'm going to grab my longsword and how do I put this? I'm not donning armor. So in the finest
Loincloth.
sleeping loincloth, I am going to dive from the Liamans,
I've done this to myself.
bound off of the stone wall here, and bring my sword down upon the enemy. Take that.
Oh, okay. Malgar, you chose to end your turn there. That comes with special prizes.
I thought that was a good. I thought that was a good place, not a bad place.
You're in both a good place and a bad place.
Yes.
You're in the middle place with Mindy Sinclair.
Oh, god damn it! I didn't even
okay.
notice the bigger purple thing, so that was my mistake.
I will need a Constitution saving throw from you, sir.
I have a good time. I probably should have moved. Oh, that's not good. Wait, someone lending? Oh, that's right. The other that gives me a D6 or D4. What does that give me?
What?
What is what?
The other good place.
Oh, it gives you +5 to your saves.
Okay, so I have a 12. 12.
You'll take this much psychic damage.
Oh, it's
Which is
Like
how
it-
much?
20 points of psychic damage.
Ooh.
That not show up on your screen?
No, shut up.
it did. It had lots of question marks attached to it, though.
Well, that's because I tell it not to tell you where they come from.
Right. Ow, my brain. Does this mean I'm making a concentration save here?
Are you concentrating on a spell?
This
Moonbeam,
lovely,
yes.
this lovely moonbeam.
Then it's a DC 10 concentration check.
This lovely moonbeam. That's also con because I don't actually know how to play D&D. Excellent.
You've only been playing it for how long now?
Listen, I rely on the generosity of friends. All right, that's a 15, so I'm
Hey,
good.
Paige, was that
Not 15,
magic
a 12.
damage from a spell?
It was not.
Okay.
Andrew, don't worry. I'm going to take you by the hand and show you all the ropes of D&D.
Yay!
I will not lead you astray one bit.
You
Never.
feel like it is a necrotic aura emanating from this creature, specifically from the deathless black pits that are its eyes.
I
I was just
normally
referring
enjoy that.
That Ben's aura didn't affect it.
It does not. But good question.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ross, I am so sorry I interrupted you on negative 999!
Those are some of the perils going at a negative initiative.
Mhm.
It is.
So,
It means you only get to go every 1,000 turns anyway, so.
did not even roll. Okay, so on my first attack, I got a 12.
Yay!
It ducks and weaves out of the way with relative agility.
And on the second, a 20.
That
There we go.
And
Ooh.
that's
Oh.
different.
Those are numbers.
Okay, so I am one-handed, so I think that's 15. I did forget to turn rage off because this is still set up from the last time, so we're not taking the -2. So it's going to be 15 points of single-handed sword damage.
All
Your
right.
secret is you're always angry.
Your blade cuts into its body, and it's almost like hacking at wood. Like the flesh is so petrified.
That is not a action. We have not yet completed our rest, so I don't get all my special bonuses back. Is that right?
It was third watch, so your rest should be complete.
Okay. Ooh. Then, in that case, I'm going to follow up on the attack with a ensnaring strike as a bonus action. Using the sand, I'm going to form it into chains to kind of try to keep this thing in place.
You may have an inspiration point for a good description of your attack.
So let's see. The target must succeed at a strength saving throw or be restrained by magical chains. Normally vines, but I don't have vines in the middle of the
Sure.
Do it for the vine.
Boo. All right, well, they break out pretty easily.
You know, it's because you're going on -999.
No. Thus is the peril.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
As you end your turn, you can feel the soulless gaze of this creature trying to dissolve your very being. It require a Constitution saving throw from you.
A Constitution saving throw. That is gonna. Oh,
You will take 13 points of psychic damage, sir.
God. Okay, I deserve that.
You roll so good. That 3 was beautiful, Mike.
It
Three
was.
beautiful.
It's my best saving stat, y'all.
Is it though?
No, clearly.
All right. With that, this zombie strides forward. 15, 15. Hops over this wall with way too much pep.
He's so energized.
Brother Flounder, sadly, I'm way outside of my our Belwyn's aura at this point.
All right, and it unloads a volley of arrows at Malagar.
Cool. They all bounce off the hut. No, he doesn't.
no,
That's
no,
not
Not
the
in
hut.
it.
He just left the hut. You should have went into the hut.
No,
You're right there.
You're not one to talk, Malagar. I mean, Wildfire.
So, all right. So the first one's for 16, second one armor class 20, third one armor class 10. Take
And
whatever
then
you
one,
choose
I'll
for.
take the 20, please.
All right, and then the rotting figure throws the bow into the sand and draws a sword. A great sword.
Whoa, he's stepping all over my
Yeah.
pit.
He really is.
Is that future Victor?
I mean, we can't discount
Actually,
it.
the gender of this thing is rather undetermined. It's pretty
Ooh.
bristly.
I mean, that does not prevent my question at all. How's the status of its face?
Is he crystally? Is it crystallized?
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have to get a lot closer to tell.
Fair enough.
All right, and then the other creature starts moving in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm just going to perch right there. Wildfire. They've clumped up quite a bit, sir.
They really have, but not quite enough clumping, I don't think.
All right, say it with me, chat. Fireball.
Is there a
Fireballs.
spot? It's here.
Balls,
Oh,
fireballs.
cool. I can fireball him right there. Sounds great. I'll drop me a fireball page.
I am
Fireball!
so surprised. Let me go get your fireball token, because they're cool. Paid for it, we're going to use it.
At some point, we're just gonna have all of the animated auras going, and it's just gonna like wreck everything.
It's gonna be a seizure on the screen.
Wait. Don't aim it there.
I can't move it, Paige.
Oh, you can't. All right, let me fix that.
Oh, is this where you want to
so
go
hard.
fireball? She says. Meow, meow, meow,
There you go.
meow.
Hello, Daddy.
so hard.
Hello, Mom. Fireball.
I can't get all of them? That's lame. Well, I get the 2 shadow guys. They're jerks. Okay. They seem like a lot more dangerous to me, so... auras and shit.
Sure.
Okay, so Paige, out of my pocket, I pull out a demon-headed necklace,
Ooh.
and I channel a great gout of flame, preceded by a magical spell aura that protects all of my allies from this effect.
Are you using the amulet?
Damn right I am.
Okay, cool. I just needed to note that in the log. Ladies and gentlemen, people of all genders, we are noting that Wildfire is using the sort of sketchy magic item that he's not real sure what it does.
In no way sketchy at all.
I'm sorry. Everybody, get out your bingo cards.
Right?
It'd be cool if it had the ability to pierce all magical protections.
Well, we'll find out in a second. Who knows? It's gonna be great.
So I'm going to make a dex saving throw.
I'm gonna click a button.
Mulcho is making a
This
dex
button.
saving throw.
Aha! Oh, that was a terrible roll.
I kind of want to make some Feats and Fables bingo cards for all of our viewers to use.
That would be funny.
That would be funny.
That could be one of our Patreon rewards.
Bingo card.
Snarky
Okay.
bingo cards.
All right, so they take a boodle of fire damage. All right, did you add the appropriate amounts of whatever to your DC?
I did.
Okay. Not that it would have mattered in this case. They weren't even close.
Well, I mean,
Well, one has
17
been
was really
17.
close.
That is,
About as close as you can get.
yeah. I saw the 9 from above and thought that's what it was. All right. They squeal unearthly high shrieks of pain, and with that, there's a terrible smell of burning flesh.
Gross.
I'm sure it's fine. Okay, Wildfire. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Would you
That's not true. That's not true. I'm gonna leave this aura. F auras. 5, 10, 15, 20. I gotta move so far. I gotta move off the map, apparently.
I mean, there's a shorter way you could get out of the aura.
Wildfire, you
That's
coward!
true. That's true.
Come
5,
back!
10, 15. There you go. I did it.
Yay!
All right. So this one, Andrew, I'm going to start my turn in your moonbeam.
Yay! You should make a save versus my thing.
Save versus beams.
Con,
Beams. My beam save.
is it a Constitution save?
It is a con save versus an 18.
The
I will
question-
take that beam up my snoot.
So that roll was that total damage, I believe, was a 20
Yup.
Noted.
of radiant damage.
And that is enough to myrtlate it.
Yay!
And
Oh.
I helped.
You did.
Hooray!
As the creature dies, you can see that the other one of those creatures seems to its whole being seems to intensify. Its aura intensifies.
Oh my.
Bellowin.
Aura intensifies?
Yes, everything about it intensifies.
By killing one, we've strengthened the other.
Alright, well, I begin casting a spell.
I decline to counter.
Sweet.
Oh.
And then I move out over here. And I try to hit this guy.
All right.
Ooh, I guess. Yeah, no, I'll go there. That looks like a good place for me to be.
Okay.
Ooh.
For reference audience,
Two.
I also declined to counter.
All right. So a 22 to hit, you go thong, and it clanks into the creature's armor, making a ringing noise, and the creature's lambent eyes glow brighter at you. Anything else? Couple more attacks.
So I just heard a 22 doesn't hit.
Yeah, I just said it went clang into their armor, and they screamed in pain, and I gave them damage.
Dibs on the armor.
Got it. The
Is it
climbing
on
on
the
their
shield?
armor didn't make a whole lot of sense given that I'm wielding a pick that goes through these things.
Hey,
but
I'm
got
Still
it.
it's a metal pick on metal armor. There is
Hey.
some sort of noise that is
Great. I take it and I attack again. So
Okay.
18 hits.
I think what Paige is trying to say is you now are delivering sonic damage to them.
Ooh.
Ancient
I'll take
paladin
that.
technique.
Does
Does
18
anybody
hit?
want a podcast? I'm giving away a podcast. Rally Security, today's your day. You want a podcast?
Cheap. Real cheap.
Like, I'm just saying, if you get the vibrations of their molecules just right, like, it will rip them apart at the molecular level. It's beautiful.
Wouldn't that
With
make me the new wildfire?
With the appropriate noise of a pick hitting and puncturing plate armor, whatever that noise is in your head, you do damage.
I love it. I'm going to throw a smite on top of this guy.
Okay.
Buckets back of the bing.
So
388 because we're
picky.
doing first level smite.
Wait, you hit? I thought she said you missed.
No, he hit.
That's
the whole
That's
thing.
my
I said.
whole confusion too. Thank
That-
you, Ron, that I'm not the only one that's damaged.
Did I not just say with the appropriate sound of a pick? I just said that. Am I losing my mind, chat? Am I losing my mind? Did I not
I mean, we're not going to say that you aren't losing your mind.
I take full responsibility. It was my failing that I didn't realize that when you said that his weapon glanced off the armor that it was.
I never said glance. I never said glance.
There we go. All right, have another 19 points of damage for daring to be undead in my presence.
Yay.
And then I will be Agent Provocateur as I step back into the shenanigans.
Ooh.
Shenanigans.
Take your attack.
I will swing my greatsword at your head. But a 26.
Shit,
It's gonna
26
hit.
does hit. Holy shit.
Excellent. You may take 19 points of damage from
Oh,
a rusty, chipping greatsword. You're gonna need a tetanus shot.
I'm a dwarf. We get, like, socialized medicine is what we're all about. But sure, I take that and then I step back so that I don't have to worry about this aura that's going to hit me for psychic damage.
Sure. Victor.
All right. I will focus on the undead creature that is marked with blue.
Mhm.
I will look at it through my teeth, as I do sometimes.
You can see that it's got a swirling vortex of necrotic energy surrounding it.
Yes, that additional insight allows me to fire my arrows with additional accuracy
Ooh.
All right.
and hopefully hit also. Maybe we'll see. Let's see.
You're looking at it through your teeth. How could you miss?
How did you hit?
That looks good.
23 will hit. Your arrow makes the appropriate sound of doing damage when it hits the thing.
All right. So I will do the first two numbers. So it is 10 damage total.
Great.
perhaps some sort of kathunk.
Yes.
I described Ross hitting one as a kathunk because the flesh was so petrified it was like wood.
Yeah, that's great.
Ooh,
Kathunk's a great
kathunk.
hitting sound.
I like it.
All right. I shall fire again.
All right.
Ooh.
A 17 also hits as a
All right.
second arrow kathunks into
Count
it.
you a second time.
I adjusted it
For
so that
10
now
damage.
no, it's 14 damage. Now it's all working properly. And I shall action surge
And do it again.
And do it again. Now I'm going to start sharpshooting. 12 probably misses.
12 does miss.
All right. I'm not going to give up, though. Do it.
Never give up.
Never surrender.
A 16 hits, and with that, you put an arrow into one of the blackened pits of its eyes, and it falls to the ground, dissolving into a sludgy paste.
Dang it, Ron. Now I have to think about what I'm doing on my turn. You're the worst.
And with that, I'll lock eyes with the plate mailed undead abomination, throw my bow to the ground, and draw my greatsword, and take one step forward.
Only one?
Only one.
I'm not going to get out of the hut. Do you think I'm insane?
What madman would do that?
Why would we leave the hut? All
So
right.
let's go over to Malagar, who's outside the hut.
Hey,
How about you, Malagar?
hey. Okay, I'm gonna move the moonbeam right over to him. Be like, let me. I made this for you. And we'll kind of just slide it over there.
Now you're just lying to him.
What?
You didn't make that for the zombie. You made it for the other thing.
I made it for all of them. It was a group present. Please.
Did you?
I did. I did.
Ooh.
The moonbeam sparkles in the desert light, bringing the faint glints of metal of the creature's rotting armor into sharp focus.
Gross. Well, and I'm pretty sure it's taking some damage, should make me a whiz save, as I'm like, hey, you look really dead. You should be deader. Or actually, is that the right choice here? Because I think that's necrotic, so they're probably not that keen on, or a little bit more resistant to it. How about this?
So they love necrotic damage.
They do love it. But instead, why don't you make me a con save? Because I'm going to send a little bit of light your way.
I mean, did you perhaps use your action to move the beam?
I thought that was Was that not a
Section?
bonus action to move the beam?
It is not a bonus action.
Okay, then forget it.
Ron correcting us on the rules is definitely a big
On the bingo card. Ronald, you may have a point of inspiration for correcting people on the
I'm
rules.
telling you,
And especially
this
now
just
that
writes itself.
now that he is free to issue his corrections on air via the porch lag, I feel like that has opened up the gates for Ron corrections.
Yep. All right. Anything else from Sir Malagar?
I'm all right. I might move away. By which I mean away.
All right, Ross on negative 999999999.
I figured that was a good idea.
Hold on, I have to write down all of these bingo card ideas. They're coming at me a mile a minute. Well, I
That
am.
was never gonna happen.
Coda remembers character power.
never gonna happen.
I am 30, I believe, away from him. So I'm going to.
I think the fireball is the center square. It's the free one that everyone
Yeah.
gets.
Yeah.
Like,
Lots of coverage.
you can get there.
Paige, is there enough wall on this wall to actually like run along?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm going to like
Have to make jump.
dramatically run along this little wall that we've camped in here and just fight with the high ground of like a foot above him.
Nice.
He can't win.
Parkour.
So how about
That, Your Honor, was when they cut Ross off at the ankles.
how about an 18?
At 18 hits.
And that is going to be dealing 8 points of damage.
All right.
And then a 27 will deliver 10 more points of damage on the backswing.
All right. With ringing blows, you batter the creature, and its armor cannot absorb the force of your strikes.
Ooh.
Aha!
Ah,
Nothing Lebowski.
So, on the critter's turn, Andrew, I owe you a whiz save for the moonbeam.
You'll
I have a 4.
Sorry, actually a con save, but hey, same diff in this case.
No, very much different.
What? What?
You rolled a very different die there, Paige.
I just click the buttons, man. I just click the buttons.
Well,
D4 there, and then
She did click the buttons. She did.
She's rolling a D30 over there to get her save.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Honestly, if I was rolling a D30 in this game, ain't nobody would notice. My rolls might peak up towards average.
Excellent. Well, you are saved from the moonbeam.
From your Parisian double grin.
It
All right.
takes half as much on a successful saving throw, Andrew.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Still something there.
Let's find out. 10 points of radiant type damage.
Right.
You're consistent with this damage.
Yes. All right.
Try to be.
So it is on my turn. The creature goes "Arrgh!" and flexes, and a whirl of necrotic energy surrounds it, healing its wounds.
Ooh.
Loser.
And then I'm going to try and cut Ross off at the ankles.
Huh.
A 1, a 2,
Ooh.
a 3.
Wow. Damn.
Paige,
Apparently, all I needed to do was sass my dice, and then
How much of
if it
Ross is
begins
left?
with a 2, it's good for you.
I bet. So have I don't know,
Ooh.
50, 70-ish points of damage.
70
Now-
stuff. You know what?
Like
Paige, just to
67.
am I looking at the total damage written or just like one of these slashes? Because it has all the slash damage written twice.
67 points of damage.
Yes, you will take both of them.
Ah, excellent. In that case, Ross crumples like a sack of potatoes.
Ooh.
Curse my ankles!
He found the weak spot.
Would it have taken the third attack to do that, or would I have got you on the
It
first?
would have taken the third
Okay.
attack to do that.
All right, with Ross no longer up in my metro regional facial area,
What, he
I'll
gets,
go right
he
here.
gets 3 attacks and a move? Rude.
it's like an attack action. No, I'm going to stand right next to you. So with that, the undead goes to here and here and grins evilly. Wildfire.
I'm doing math. 1 second.
Oh, the over under on whether the undead will coup de grace Ross. I'll take.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I want to put 20 gold on him getting cut year to year.
Ooh, okay.
This is
You all are the worst.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so I move to here,
Mm-hmm.
grab Ross,
Mm-hmm.
the idiot, step here, taking an attack of opportunity, and Ross moves with me.
Yep, I will take the attack of opportunity, sir.
Mm.
Ooh, and I miss.
You couldn't have rolled like that against me, Paige?
And Mike, I'm gonna need you to move your token.
Ross is inside the hut now.
Then I move to here. No, I mean, like, you're actually where I'm standing now.
Switcheroo.
Okay. Okay,
I mean, he's getting blood all over everything.
that's fine. Get him?
Bellin.
If you heal Ross, he's just gonna run out of the hut again, probably into the moonbeam.
Yeah, do not.
I mean, I presume that Malagar would take care of that problem at some point.
The Moonbeam or Ross?
Ross.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, are you guys gonna critical me?
I mean, I didn't specify.
Wait
he was
a
gonna
minute,
play
we
year to
could-
year.
We could.
No one kills
make
Ross
Coda
but
make a new
me.
character.
There?
No one kills Ross but me.
Yeah, Coda, roll 3d6. Roll 3d6 again. Roll
Did I wear his
3d6
half
again.
plate on top of my full plate?
No.
All right. I will cast a different spell. The good news is I didn't finish my long rest, so I'll get these back after I go.
No, your long rests were done.
The other people whose long rests were done were the
Oh,
ones that are on
I
watch.
still had plenty of hours left to sleep.
Fair enough.
That said, I need to work with concentrating, and also that I have shenanigans going on. Sadly, that is a whole action cast, so I get over here next to this guy and say, "Bring it, shit biscuit."
Fair enough. Victor.
Actually, I'm going to be here, so I'm between it and Malagar.
Okay.
I will walk up to it and attack it with my greatsword. Let's see. Let me. Before I attack it, I will focus and look at it through my teeth,
Okay.
identifying the weak point in its essence, and apparently not successfully.
So you have identified the weak point, but you failed to connect with it.
All right, second swing.
The flat of your blade makes the sound of not hitting, whatever that sound is, as you clank on it the first time.
Maybe a ping of some sort.
It's a whoosh or
Ooh, a
swish.
swoosh.
I believe my second swing, though, probably hit somewhere meaty.
Yes.
A
All right.
quack, perhaps.
For 14?
Yes. Not the best damage, but I'll take it.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think I'll stay inside the hut.
Malagar?
You're muted, Malagar.
Muted.
What? No!
What?
You're muted. Put that on the bingo card, Kodo. You're muted.
It's just our.
That's just on the 2020-2021 bingo card.
It is, but it belongs on ours as well.
It is currently
That's fair.
2021. I'm not sure if you're aware.
Malagar will gently reach out and adjust the positioning of the moonbeam very slightly, very gently, and just slide it right into place.
All right.
And then he'll step inside and look down at his laying down lizard compatriot there, and he'll sort of crook a finger at him and say, Get up.
I don't know if he's going to learn a lesson if you just get him up right now. I'm just
I
saying.
mean, enjoy 8 points of
Oh, since you
encouragement
have
together.
healed 8 points, you're going to go from negative 999 to negative 991.
Nice. So it just healed my initiative?
Yeah, healed
I got
your
Yeah.
points.
But don't worry, you'll get full healing once you absorb another 991 points.
Excellent.
Is it that, or does he come back after we deal 1,000 to him because that hits the limit? And it just rolls over?
Sure. 1,000's not the limit. All right.
There's only 3 digits.
How do you know?
I'm afraid.
I mean, it probably goes to negative 1024 if it's a signed integer. Or if it's a
Stop.
signed 4-bit.
Stop with your near the tree. What do you think this is? A D&D podcast?
I mean, Paige will just decide to make it signed, so that's fine.
Look what you just did to Ross. The humanity, the lizardanity.
It just
The
was showing
humanity.
out.
It's true.
Y'all aren't helping the situation.
Paige, I'm actually now interested. Put in negative int, which is this number, to see what happens. Actually, put in one higher than negative int to see what happens.
Negative
Listen,
what?
We'll talk about it during the
I'm
break.
renaming my character drop tables. Semicolon.
We can't make it freeze with game effects. We'll make it freeze by overwriting all the tables.
I mean, they aren't protected against injection.
All right, we've got Ross's initiative now.
God. Why did you do this?
That's a number. That's definitely a number.
I can't tell if it's negative anymore.
I know.
Yeah, I have to
I'll
keep stretching.
abbreviate it as 991.
Joe, does it
we do what
matter?
is needful. We do the needful thing.
I mean, to be fair, there it goes. To be fair, going really negative just makes you like the first in the next round, so it
Right.
doesn't super matter.
He's like first next week.
Well, sure, but
Time travel.
Oy. All right. Anything else from Malagar?
I mean, no.
Okay. Ross.
I'm gonna stand up.
All right.
I'm not coming out to get you
That's a
again.
good
If,
start.
wait,
Good
Paige,
start.
if Ross tries to leave the tiny hut, can I take an opportunity attack and knock him unconscious inside the hut?
Yeah. I mean, you can only try.
Okay. I just want to, because I wasn't clear if he would fall unconscious outside or inside the hut.
So
Get
I'm going
up,
to
stand
move
up.
over to here.
When he leaves your reach.
Oh,
So
damn it.
take it outside. Yeah.
Ah,
And as I see Victor attacking this thing through the Lehman's tiny hut, it's gonna click. You'll have to remember this is the first time we've done this, so
It's true.
there we go.
Yeah.
14 to hit.
All right. Your blade the flat of your blade clanks off one of its vambraces as it pushes your blade aside.
Well, the 11
Clank.
certainly isn't going
Miss
to,
noise.
to work.
Okay.
Yes.
Go on.
Anything else there, Ross?
Nope,
Swoosh.
that's it.
Okay.
Boo whoop.
Telling you, my party is going.
Are you ooh whooping?
Killing
Was that an ooh whoop?
for-
I heard an ooh whoop.
It's a magical sword, so I figure you know.
It has an ooh whoop. You get a point of inspiration for it.
That's all it took.
I
I'll get
mean,
you-
I've been doing shitty puns for how many months now? That just whooped.
I like
I
it.
Yeah.
will give my overflow
Mistake,
inspiration to Coda.
Also,
Sorry,
don't
I
pretend like you didn't
want
enjoy
your pity
making terrible puns.
inspiration, Ron.
It's not
Oh,
my
boy.
pity, it's Paige's pity.
Okay, so it's my turn. I don't like fighting through this thing. So,
Well, the good news is you start your turn in shenanigans.
yeah.
You.
So, so I'm gonna roll a save, which is a wisdom save,
Constitution save.
All right, draw some OAs because
And
it's
take
fighting
some half
through
damage.
through the hut is bullshit.
Andrew, roll the damage.
I'm rolling the damage.
So,
Man.
Ocho.
9 will miss. Coda, you have an OA as well.
Excellent.
5 damage.
Does a 16 damage.
No, it does not.
Dang.
Okay, so I will go through there, and then I will start attacking Lebelwin.
Don't forget your 5 points of damage.
I have disadvantage.
You have disadvantage.
You have a
Protected from evil and good, and you're
Fair
dead.
enough. 1,
18 misses.
2,
23 just hits.
3.
Dang.
18 misses.
Yep.
Who are you and what have you done with Paige?
Concur.
I mean, this critter has a pretty high to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Not that high. All right. That was Bellowin. Anything else for me? No, that's pretty good. Wildfire.
Paige, please stop closing the initiative.
Sure.
Every time you close the initiative, I have to go back to to the space server and move it back into place because it
Got
resets the
it.
position.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. It's just I just noticed that it was happening. I moved to here. I cast a firebolt at his face, and I miss. It's very
That
sad. Then I go back
that-
inside the hut because I don't want to die.
That's why we have the huts.
Bellowin.
I'm gonna hit this some bitch.
You gonna try?
I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna swing, and then there's gonna be noises, and they might be hit noises, and they might be missed noises.
I'm like I said, I would sell this podcast for a very reasonable fee.
I'm gonna spend my inspiration because fuck this guy.
Okay.
Sadly, not a crit, but she will suffer 9 points of piercing damage,
Take it.
and then I will swing again. You know what? I'm gonna put a smite on that first because I'm tired of this guy.
He's kind of a
Yeah.
jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, do we need to think of a good onomatopoeia for a crit?
13 points of radiant damage, which is not a great
It's-
smite, but
It's clearly Kathunk.
Ah,
anyways, then my second attack.
Oh, I am way bloodied.
Ooh, maybe it's crack. That one's pretty good.
20 hits.
Yep.
I know from before. I will put another smite on here. On dice. Alright, it's going to be for another 21 points of radiant damage.
Nice. Alright, this thing is held together by tatters. Anything else, Bellum?
I spit on it and I'm done.
Victor.
Damn! What's even happening?
All right, Victor.
I don't like undead. That pissed me off.
Yes, damn.
Drop my greatsword, summon my longbow to my hand, the shiny new Rashimi one that I got, and I will shoot it. That's a lot of numbers. Let's see. The to hit numbers,
Yeah, I
right?
feel like Roll20 has updated something.
It has. It's a bug.
A bug?
Yeah, and
Later.
Later.
So the first total is correct. The 20 damage.
Okay. And that is enough. You put an arrow into its eye socket, and it collapses, slowly turning into dust in the evening wind.
Oh, thank God.
Early morning winds, I guess. Early morning breeze.
I'll give it a minute to see if any more undead pop up, and then I'll go collect my arrows.
Nope, no other undead seem to be eager to join the party just yet.
I
Hooray.
go the fuck
Woo,
back.
we survived!
Should we pack and move if they know we're here?
I mean,
That was unsettling.
if you just stayed inside the hut, everything would have been fine.
I argue that everything is not fine if they know our location.
Do you want to wake the princess?
If that is our orders.
I mean, I'm going back to
Ooh,
sleep.
that was some passive aggressive.
Not it.
Well, I mean, the commander's going back to sleep too, so.
The commander's already asleep. Ross and I are having this conversation.
Do you think that they've sent a missive to their masters? Paige, I'm gonna, once we're sure that nothing is coming out of the
Coda?
sands.
You will never be sure that there is nothing coming out of the sands.
Sure, when
Promise.
nothing else comes out of the sands for a few minutes, I'm going to, like a field mouse, stick my snout out of the Liamon's tiny hut and start rifling through their shit.
Like a field mouse, huh?
Like a field mouse. Look, one's
Hoping that little bunny Fufu doesn't come along.
once bitten, Paige, for 67 damage in a single attack.
You can't count on those kind of numbers.
Well, it was 3 attacks. It was 67 in 1 turn.
Sure.
So,
But-
Paige, while Ross is building up, I'm going to walk out and go check the body.
Okay.
I'm really looking to see if it has any kind of
why you gotta steal my
instructions.
thunder like that?
See if it has any kind of instructions on it to come here, or...
Ooh, check his hand. When we want Ross to do something, we make him write it on his hand.
You do not find anything written on the hands. The two fleshy things with the eyes that cause the necrotic aura have kind of slumped down into a nasty smelling black paste, and the more zombie-like one dusted, but their armor and accoutrement are there, and the armor is just tattered scraps. It's more rust than metal at this point, though you notice it's got various strips of paper about 5 or 10 inches long, and only about an inch wide, tied onto the armor in a couple places, and you can see the runes of various spells on them.
What kinds of spells?
Necromantic.
Sure, just wondering.
Let's see.
Additionally, As you look into the gear, you find a key.
A key? Is
A
it
key?
magical?
Make me an is it magical check?
Sure, I spend 10 minutes casting Detect Magic?
It is not.
Okay.
Oh no, I take that back. It is. I take it back.
Ha ha! Ha
There's a lot of drama while the rest of us are sleeping.
Doesn't work
I'm still
real
awake. Like, Paige, I'm currently nursing, I think, 3 slash wounds. Really hurts.
The stitches.
You get used to them after a while.
Yeah.
Do you?
Barbarian's a hard knock life, man.
It really is.
You tend to play characters that are really hard knock life characters
Mm-hmm.
in D&D.
It's true.
Well, it's because his characters will always charge the enemy, so it is wise that he makes things like barbarians and pugilists. Because if he was a wizard, he would also be charging the enemy. It just would go even more for them.
You can make an abjure tank build that's pretty good.
I mean, you could make an abjure tank build. That's true.
Coda, however, might not be able
This
to.
needs to be put on the porch lag. I've got so many thoughts.
Hey, guys, I spend an hour while everyone else is sleeping
Mhm.
to identify this key.
Okay, it is a mystery key. There is a 5% chance it will open any locked door that you come to, and once it opens a locked door, it crumbles to dust.
Huh. Okay, fair enough.
Interesting.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, you never know.
It looks like it might have been something that was on the inside of this person's armor when they were alive, and just never got found.
Sure.
How big is this key? This would actually be a really useful escape tool.
Not like it.
Yeah. One time in 20 it would be.
I mean, you have potentially lots of time.
It's got to be different locks. There's
Yeah, I
a
get the
5%
impression-
chance it can open any lock.
Ugh, why? Why do you gotta yuck on our yum?
Paige, does our rest complete uneventfully?
Yes.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of events, but they don't involve us
Yes.
sleepers.
The camp, at some point in time well before daylight, you wake up and are able to travel, should you so choose to do so.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So you travel for several hours in the pounding heat of the desert, and ahead of you you see motion. Like it's got to be several hundred yards away, but there's definitely something kind of hopping around over there. You're kind of on a bit of a rise, so you could go up to the edge and kind of look down on what is happening.
Sure, Hewitt goes and takes a look.
All right, Hewitt goes and circles around and comes back and says, I think there's 2 undead creatures beating the living shit out of somebody else.
Does the third person look to be living?
I think they are, but they're kind of snaky.
So there are 2 undead ahead fighting one of those snake people.
Well, we should go rescue him.
Yes, I think at least we should deal with the undead.
Yes. Any enemy, if they, as we have proven, is a potential ally,
That's true.
Even-
That's true.
even if they worship insane murder gods.
Murder
To be fair, you didn't really have time to get into the catechism of when you were hanging out with the gnolls.
I see no problem with this.
Murder gods that give awesome tattoos. Look at this!
Yeah, that had to be forced through your paladin
Hey,
aura.
Paige, do I recognize the kind of undead?
Make me a do I recognize the kind of undead roll? They
Already
kinda
done?
Look like this.
Wow, that picture's so good. I almost don't want to rescue the snake person.
Actually, I don't know. Hang on. They look undead. They certainly smell undead.
The
I mean, I have
motherfucker's
many
gross.
other knowledge skills that I can roll, Paige.
I mean, I should know something about undead.
No, I'll give it to you. They look pretty nasty, but they are actually not undead. You think they are a kind of troll that instead of having acid sensitive blood, have instead sort of a necrotic field that causes their flesh to continually degrade, like advanced leprosy in rapid motion, but since they regenerate, they never quite die.
That's really disgusting.
Gross.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's real
Thank
bad.
you.
That's I thought I've heard of terrible things, and now we see this.
So if I dispel magic them, does it just die?
No, because that doesn't shut down their regeneration.
I mean, if you got rid of the necrotic effect, they would just heal to be a normal troll, theoretically.
Something like that, yes. Yeah, there's a lot of with the 15. You know that there's a lot of discussion about potentially healing them, but nobody's ever gotten really close to try and make a good study of it.
Okay. I walk over to Ross and pick his arm up in the air and go, charge!
Yeah, I mean, we're moving rapidly towards the trolls. I should be able to shoot arrows at them pretty soon.
Sure. Are we just charging across the desert like...
I feel like
people are-
getting the jump on them be smarter.
I mean, can we sneak up on them?
Yeah, there's a line of low rocks around there that you could sneak up on them with.
Sure, let's go that way. We'll get a little closer.
I mean, don't we want to distract them from killing the snake person as soon as possible?
I mean, it is your call, Commander.
Yes. I mean, this is sort of us trying to plan the tactics, right?
Yes, so I put your minis kind of in one spot, but you could be coming in kind of from the northeast side or from the southeast side, whichever makes you happy.
Well, from the west with the sun on our backs.
That is my line.
I know, which is why it's so fun to say.
For a character that's not in this game. But if you wanted to sneak up, you could come through around the rocks on the southeast side. But if you were just charging across the desert, you could do so on the northeast side. Though there are little chunks of ruins still up there on the northeast side.
Okay, Victor, how are we approaching this?
Well, we're obviously not shooting them from 600 feet away because we don't have the map for it. So,
I mean,
Cursed geography!
you can shoot them from 600 feet
no,
away.
it's fine. Let's.
Is it fine?
I still think we should. I'm literally not afraid of two trolls. I figure Wildfire can start casting Weaven's Tiny Hut, and we can run down and run back.
Commanders, are all of your future tactics going to involve Liam's tiny hut?
In my defense, sometimes my tactic will have Wildfire cast it, and sometimes my tactic will have Malagar cast it, which will be a very different experience.
That's true.
But in
I
this
mean,
case,
the hut is a really good deal for what you spend on it.
Mm-hmm.
I say we charge them a hooting and a hollering so that they stop killing the lizard person as soon as possible. Even if we get on the jump, because even if we get the jump on them, if they've already killed the snake person, it is somewhat moot.
Well then, Paige, I'm going to exert some energy and summon forth Goose.
Goose
I'm sorry. Did I say Goose? I meant Joe's cat.
Aww.
It's not as good mechanically, but way more adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Our
Right, Lily.
cat is being good.
Right? Right,
See
Lily?
that? See
Hey.
that, Kitty? Kitty
Aw.
real good.
Girl.
Kitty is in heated bed and is not going anywhere, except for this kitty who's in his cat tree. Say hello, Yugen. Yes.
He's
All right.
like, no, I don't perform on command.
No, I just sing down the hall when you're trying to do the intro.
So what you're saying is instead of summoning Goose, I could summon forth 3 cats?
Seems like a pretty good deal.
Ooh.
I mean,
I
that's
mean-
like 3 times the number of attacks, y'all.
Yeah, but how are you going to make them attack? They're just going to be like, ooh, sunbeam flop.
Mm-hmm. True.
Come on, get
We're not in
outside.
a desert
Cat goes
anymore.
and flop.
Well, ooh. I can choose where I summon them, so I clearly summon them like directly onto the troll's face.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yunin would fillet a person for doing that.
Exactly.
They'd be like chopped up like sashimi at that point.
And Goose and I are going to be running down the hill full tilt at the blood-curdling scream of my people.
Tally ho.
I've been told it to make it noisy.
I also need to have Senor Grumpy Pants.
Your grumpy pants.
And your grumpy pants.
All right.
Your grumpy pants.
I will use my inspiration on my initiative.
Nice.
Right. Where is
And I would like to take this time to remind everybody that both a player and a DM inspiration from the chat.
Oh, I did not know I had a DM inspiration.
Let me check my.
Why
my-
did you not
Let
count
me
this
check
among our
to-
assets?
Let me check. Oh, I'm sorry. We
No.
don't have a player or DM inspiration. We're 69% of the way there.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
god, all we have to do is mention it now. The
I
points are
have
coming
a
in.
question though. Where is Malagar now that I rolled my initiative?
You're napping.
So this is the hottest part of the day, so you're like, no, this is the time when we rest. And we're just
Malagar-
like, woo, let's go be
Time for
gone.
a siesta.
I don't know what happened to Malagar. Hang on.
Like, we had a really big meal. There was like, 3 bottles of wine.
Hamon.
Yes. Oh, so much fun. Oh my
Both
god. I'm so looking
Malagar and
forward to
Senor
mine.
Della Grumpy Pants are hiding.
That's fair. That's fair.
I get surprise every round.
What? Nerdy drunken monkey goblin followed. Thank you.
Hello, nerdy drunk monkey goblin.
Sorry, I had to work on that name there for a second.
Those are my favorite types of goblins.
It's a lot of words.
That is the perfect thing to fill our DM loading time with, y'all. Don't forget to hit that follow or subscribe button down at the bottom of the chat, or screen, right down
Mhm.
there.
Nope, wrong way.
There.
Maybe.
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
Um,
Really hard to be sure.
Follow us on all the Facebook things.
All the Facebook things?
All of
Twitters?
them.
All the
Really
Facebook.
good.
Instagram? OnlyFans?
I'm pretty sure we're on. Are we on Imager? I think we're on Imager.
Imager?
Are we doing the thing where we're calling all the social media outlets as Facebooks?
Yes.
Is it? Am I doing it wrong?
the Reddit Facebooks?
Come
We're
see.
also- We're
Come
also on MySpace and GeoCities.
All the GeoCities.
We have our own ring on GeoCities. It's just us.
Yeah.
And you know it's legit because it's got a little animation of Goku firing a Kamehameha wave. Okay.
No, that's your cursor on the page.
Ooh, there we go. There we go.
Superlative.
Oh, MySpace.
We need to upgrade it to the current hair colors Goku uses.
Blue and sapphire and all that kind of fun
Yeah.
stuff.
Are they on purple yet?
I don't think they've done purple. I think gray is the most
Ooh,
up to date
okay.
one.
Oh, there we
Sure.
go.
God
All right, now
level
we have
2 or something.
Malagar and Senor Della Grumpy Pants on.
Yay, I exist.
Hey.
I enjoy existing.
It's pretty good. It's a little overrated, but still pretty good.
Yeah. No. I mean, there's definitely a lot of existential angst. So and dread.
Page about halfway down this 600 foot stretch, I stop and take like a short tea break, and then I continue on my blood curdling charge.
That's good. My blood is officially curdled. If it makes you feel
Yay.
Mhm.
All right, so blood-curdlingly, the rot trolls kind of look up and are like, "Oh," and they look like they are ready to rumble.
So, Paige, what kind of elements are useful against rock trolls? Given I know some stuff about them.
Well, I mean, trolls are trolls.
Sure.
Acid and fire are the ways to go.
Sounds good.
Trolls are trolls and gnolls are gnolls. And if we don't these trolls, then we don't eat and it rolls.
All the trolls have all our rolls?
I don't remember all the lines, excuse me.
Did these trolls steal all of our rolls?
Yeah.
All right.
Curses!
But now we have goals to stop them.
So this troll gets here and squoozes down in the rocks to get some cover.
Ugh, lame.
The Naga person sort of flops around, and let's see, what would they do?
Stop looking so tasty.
Unfortunately, he does look a bit tasty.
Because Ross is probably going to get there first.
I know, right? But he gestures, and a puff of green gas comes from the palm of one of his hands.
Oh my.
And it goes straight up the rock troll's nostrils. And does...
Did he just take performance-enhancing drugs?
No, it looked like a magical attack.
Oh, up the Naga's nostrils, right. I'm sorry, I'm confusing my bad guys here.
The Yuan-Ti attacks the troll, Coda, with the spell.
Probably poison related.
Definitely confusing my bad guys here.
Okay.
Because one of them is a good guy.
Coda.
No, I got it, Paige. You're good. I'm good.
He was just going to go murder everybody.
Glasses, otherwise I would have taken them off. That was.
I need you to draw circles and arrows and.
I mean, I'm gonna put a pink dot on this one because that's friend. Okay.
I don't know how many more times I can say I got it, Paige.
Can you though?
Hold on. I got it?
Don't believe you.
I was just confusing my bad guys.
Not really selling it.
All right, wildfire.
I cast a bolt of fire at Yellow Troll.
All right.
Ah!
A 28 will certainly hit. It will take 13 points of damage and also fire, and it makes a dull hacking cough roar at you, and then spits something vile onto the sands. Victor.
All right. Cool. I will approach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will look at yellow through my teeth because I'm trying to do that more often now.
You don't actually, you can just kind of focus, and the crystals in your body form almost, at least virtually speaking, a lens. It doesn't actually manifest, but you can feel it there.
And then I will sharpshoot it twice.
When Victor has an eye in his teeth. You know how most people have a third eye, on their forehead?
Mm-hmm.
For Victor, it's like
right there.
Well, it's in these teeth.
I'm gonna
right there.
Paige, I'm gonna draw a body silhouette of Victor, and then I'm gonna guesstimate how much of his body is now this crystal substance. It's way more than his teeth.
It is.
I'm going to continually update that as the campaign continues.
Apparently, earth powers and arrows don't really mix.
Apparently not. But action surge and do it again?
No, I'll be okay.
All right.
Look, you could get 2 more 7s.
Yeah, the turn I miss 4 times in a row will crush my spirit, so I'll avoid it at all possible.
Fair enough.
Avoid its possibility.
Altogether, you'll just roll a 28, right?
All right. The troll comes over here and proceeds to try and savage Victor. The smell that surrounds this thing and the flies buzzing around it are nearly as dangerous as its claws and teeth.
Really?
Alright, so here's my teeth. Chalk. This, and here are my claws. Claw 1, claw 2. 20?
Let's see. I will cast shield.
Okay. Ka-chong. The claws go and squeak down your shield.
I don't want to get some sort of weird disease.
Fair enough. Ross.
Okay. So I will move in next to Victor, and I will bring the sword down on this troll.
I feel like he didn't learn anything last combat.
Nope, he didn't.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
And that's going to be... Oh, you know what? I will rage as a bonus action.
Nice. Remembering class features.
So that's going to be 11 points of damage on that one.
Alright.
And then a 19 to hit
Which hits?
is going to be 13 points of damage, followed up with a spit of acid. That will bring 3 points of acid damage.
Alright. I have taken fire and acid damage. Mark that. I don't even know what to mark that as.
Now,
Probably
before
just-
Belwyn goes,
Yep.
I'm going to go because I haven't been actually added to the initiative counter.
Oh, you're getting the
Whoa,
Ross
snap.
treatment.
Are you negative 999?
I have an 18, so I should have probably gone a little while ago, but you know.
Now can you see you in the initiative order?
Yes. At least I can.
Yep, now I can.
Alright. So take your turn now, and then you'll get it again on 18.
Yay! Benefits. All right, I'm going to send a guiding bolt towards the nearest troll here.
Ooh.
Ooh, guiding bolt. Man, I wish I went after him.
Shazam! Yeah, that will probably hit with a 24.
Yes!
Nice.
It will take 16 points of damage.
Yes. And advantage on your next hits. All right.
Alrighty. Belwyn, somebody just teed up a troll for you.
Well, it moves. I had all these plans to charge in, but instead we're going to move here, and then I'm going to hop off to be here, and then he's going to move away because he knows how this works.
You know.
And then I'm going to attack with advantage.
Yeah, Mr. Grumpy Pants, drops you off, then steps back a few feet, and then goes scuff, 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 thump, and just goes straight on his belly into the warp's hand.
Like, I'll come and pick you up from soccer practice when it's good and ready. We'll give him Tiger. Anyways, I have advantage on this. Huzzah! I offer you 25.
That hits.
Alright, have 11 points of magical piercing damage.
Taken.
And then I shall hit you again, this time without the advantage. But thank you very much. Good Sir Malakar. That was a 21 hit.
21 hits.
Woo-hoo! I will
Alright.
for 14.
Alrighty.
And that's me.
Okay, good stuff. Which troll is this? This is the other troll. Alright, so this troll jumps out of hiding and goes scarpering across the battlefield. That works. Yeah. And will proceed to try and savage Victor.
Uh-oh.
It chomps at you with its grotesquely malformed teeth.
Gross.
A 24, unfortunately, is a hit.
Right? But a claw and a claw.
Crawl.
Ooh.
I'm getting the Belwyn treatment.
All right. With that, it completes its turn, and the Yuan Ti goes scooting back on basically kind of crab walking back to get away from this thing, just leaving a huge smear of blood on the sands. He looks like he's pretty torn up.
I'm sure he's fine.
Still pushing breath, though.
He's
He's probably
still
fine.
pushing breath.
Still
Yes.
fogging a mirror.
Bear. Okay. Wildfire.
Hmm.
They're right
Wait.
next to each other.
Sure, and they are.
They're weak to fire.
They are not weak to fire. It just shuts down their regeneration.
Good
Completely
enough.
Move to here and firebolt the near guy.
Okay.
Firebolt, who are you?
23 hits.
Yay!
Woohoo!
9 damage.
Take it.
9 flaming damage. Mar, 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 mar.
Are you using that amulet again?
I am, of course.
Oh,
All about it.
Maxim with the Fireball subscription.
Yeah!
Fireball
Wait, no, I'm sorry. He cast Magic Missile into the darkness. Woo!
Dancing, dancing.
Am I dancing with everybody else, or is it just the all-page dance channel?
You never know.
More.
Depends on who's controlling the thing.
Maxim! I'm still gonna be the Snotarondo!
You know, this is turning into
Actually, he
everybody's.
probably enjoys it when I beat the snot out of you, huh?
Probably.
Guys,
Thank you very much,
this
Maxim.
is turning into everybody's 6-month resub month. Guys, that means we've been streaming for 6 months.
Don't tell me things like that.
Half a year.
Really?
I
thought
know, right?
Isn't it more than that?
It's more than that, actually.
We did it
because-
like pretty much once the lockdown happened, right?
I mean, somebody go to our YouTube channel and
Look,
I don't
guys.
know it.
Time is a
What
lot.
does it mean? Yeah.
January was 3 years long, so
Time
yeah.
is a flat circle. Duh.
So time was all wibbly wobbly.
Yes,
It's
that
true.
too. All right, Malagar.
Well, everyone's still standing, and they're standing right next to each other. So you know what this calls for? The
That's
moonbeam
right.
action.
A fireball,
right.
but that didn't happen.
Right?
I
Whoa.
I can't arrange for those. All right, where's my
All right, it's coming. Keep your hair on.
Max Snell?
You should choose which spells to cast by how cool the templates are.
Clearly,
So Moonbeam's a solid contender.
yes, right there. Ooh,
Purchased from the DM's Guild, or purchased from Roll20. Just look up animated tokens. You'll find it.
amazing.
Very cool.
And I think that's pretty good. I mean, I guess I'll tuck myself right there to see things, but yeah, that's about it.
Victor.
All right. I shall drop my bow, and I shall pick up or draw my greatsword, and I shall attack Mr. Yellow. The standard slice. I'll just attempt to decapitate him in one swing. Why not?
Go for it.
Yeah, you got this.
21 hits and 23 is a lot of damage.
And you know what? We're gonna go ahead and add some acid damage on top of that.
Go stop!
Some
Rude.
spit from Goose for 4 more.
Got it.
All right. I'll
The
keep.
rolls, flash, sizzles, and smokes when the acid hits it.
Gross.
I miss on the second swing, but this time I will action surge, and I'll just keep hacking at that joint until it gives. Oh my
Oh
god!
my god.
Oh, no.
Mm.
3 misses in a row.
I am rolling a d20, right? A
I don't know. It's hard to be sure.
This is, yeah, you rolled an 8, a 10, and a 2.
All right.
D20.
Unconfirmed.
All right, but I didn't miss 4 times, so all is well in the world.
Nobody beats Lada Stralovich 17 times in a row.
I will, with a sigh, I'll bring my
I'll tell you
great
that
sword
story in Porch Lag.
into guard, since I have a feeling I'm going to need it.
All right. With that, Troll the First is gonna. Oh, there's Belwyn who's kind of crunchy, and Ross who's kind of crunchy, and Victor who's kind of crunchy. Venture's kind of dangerous, but kind of providing air conditioning.
Oh,
You know what you should do first, though, is give me a con save.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, you might just be killed outright.
I might. 12, bring it on.
Nice.
Enjoy some
Come on.
big money, no whammies. Ooh, that's
Stop!
Ooh,
Yes!
24.
24 points of moon damage from the moon.
And that is enough to make it an explode.
Wow.
Nicely done.
Nailed it.
Fear the power of the moon.
Ross.
All right. Well, since my target is dead, I'm gonna step up and
Well, what I mean,
I mean,
you do you.
Directly into the moonbeam.
oh,
The moonbeam is clearly marked for
well
Your
now
convenience.
I can't get out.
workplace safety reasons. I mean, you could keep moving. I mean,
No, I can't. I'm stuck in the
Hey, you get out of my moon.
Hey, you.
I mean, I've just grown so accustomed to Belwyn's aura. I don't know. It's like a security blanket, y'all. That's all I'm saying. All right, so I'm going to step onto the other side of Victor and continue the onslaught with the sword. 23 to bring 12 points of damage.
Alrighty.
nice.
And then a 16 to hit
Yep.
for 14 points of damage.
Alright.
Say
As your
damage.
blade bites into the troll, grotesque pustules break and spray the area.
With my bonus action, I will say Goose. Hold on. I have something for this.
Coda's using a class feature!
Translate-
Coda's using a class feature! Back
I'm
up!
pretty
Get
sure
ready!
that's a different word, but I will say loud, which is the draconic for attack.
Ooh.
Oh.
Loud. Loud.
Go loud.
LOWD is what this totally 100% accurate draconic translator has told me. So
Okay.
she will run in and attack with an acidic bite to hit with a 15.
Nope.
Ah.
So close.
If she stops there, I cannot get to fight this guy.
Yep.
Um,
I
That's
mean,
great.
I wasn't. gonna
you
say
only
anything.
take half damage from the moonbeam.
True.
I mean, I could, I guess, walk up to the moonbeam and then walk away so that I take an attack of opportunity instead of the moonbeam.
I think you get whacked as soon as you enter the moonbeam.
Yeah, it's when you enter
No.
or start your turn.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
But-
cool.
I mean, Malagar can drop concentration at any time, so it won't really be you attacking yourself. It'll still be Malagar's choice.
Great.
You just let me know, and then I'll decide on a whim whether or not to drop it.
So 1, 2, 3, 15. I spent half a move getting on.
I mean,
This is paladin calculus here.
and we have shared a bag of drugs, so you know
Okay.
you're probably on my good side.
All right. So is it my turn? Is Rast on?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So good news is, Mr. Grumpy Pants comes over here. I spend half my move getting on Mr. Grumpy Pants.
Ooh.
you kids all done at soccer?
He's like, "You're not done." Like, shh. Comes over here, sharing the space with the Naga, drops me off for the other half of my move, and then goes the fuck away. The good news about mounts is that they're very convenient like that sometimes. All right. Then
So
I
to be
attack.
fair, during the entire time you're being moved, your legs are just flailing in the air, right?
Pretty
He's just
much,
got you by the collar and just
Yeah, no, he picks me up on my drag handles.
that's built into the armor. I mean, obviously.
Of course. All right. I will miss with 11 because I'm again with a 16.
That hits.
All right.
Yay.
I feel like we've learned a very important number here.
What's that?
16.
All right. So with that, The troll.
Should make me a con save.
Oh, sure.
Nice.
22.
Boo.
Ugh.
Well, you'll still enjoy.
12.
Yep. Sounds great.
Oh, well, I did the fresh roll, but whatever.
Oh, you do a fresh roll for each bad guy? I thought you'd want a turn.
I have no idea.
Got
Decide in your soul.
I mean, you do whatever makes you happy. Like,
Don't-
Ron, is there a rule here?
I mean, I think in theory you're supposed to roll every time, like it's a new instance. But if you just want to roll once, that's fine too. But you do need to decide before you roll. You can't be like,
I'll take
see
that
what
high
you roll
roll.
and be like, oh, 20. Okay, I'll take
Yeah.
that for the
I'll
whole
leave
turn.
the 20. I'll leave the 20. Lock it in place.
Yeah, just it's like a good mortgage rate, right? Just kind of.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you
Right,
want this
yeah.
briefcase, or do you want the briefcase that the model is holding?
Ooh.
Okay, so the troll lunges towards Victor with its terrifying breath and tries to bite you.
Rally security is saying roll for everyone.
Roll for everyone?
Roll
It is
for
pleasing
each.
to roll lots of dice.
Right?
Oh, gotcha.
Well, D&D is a dice game, guys. I don't know if you've heard.
I will
FYI.
shield once again.
Then
Oh.
it attacks you with its claws.
Wait a minute.
Bouncing
Is it
Roll.
Paige? Is it deeming to attack an ally within 5 feet of me?
It is.
So snap!
How dare it? I'll hit it with a 26
Yeah, you will.
and do 11 more points of damage.
Nice.
And of course, we're gonna spit on that arm that's reaching for my friend for 2 acid damage.
Man,
But it's funny, when I spit on him, it just pisses him off.
Also, Paige, its movement is now 0. In case you weren't wanting to go anywhere.
It cares.
Okay.
All right. The Yuan T thrashes on the sands, looking rather like he about to die. Wildfire.
Well, that's not my job, so I'll over here, and I will
Oh.
catch me a scorching ray.
Wildfire, that giant sack of just hugs.
Fiery
use-
hugs.
I'll use our player inspiration with this
Ooh.
ray.
Good call.
You hit.
10 damage.
Taken. You
I'll
guys
use
have been
mine.
really good about doing fire and acid damage every turn, and I haven't had a chance
Ugh,
to.
that was an
place
awful roll.
points.
And then I use my own inspiration for the second one and miss, and then the third one I hit again for 7 more fire damage.
Got it. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's good.
Malagagagar.
Malaga is glad to see that the moonbeam is good right where it is, but he'll send a guiding bolt that way just to encourage other people to do some harm. So we click this button here. Oh,
Hey,
God,
Malagar!
What?
Heal the Yanti!
Oh, he's fine. He's fine.
Okay, cool.
18. He's not bleeding out or anything. I can tell.
I
from
mean,
over
I think
here.
he was when I walked past, but like,
What?
whatevs.
Wait, was he bleeding out? Because
Yeah,
he
I
was moving.
think so. I mean, that was
Ugh.
what I'm saying with my mouth.
Wait. Did the Yanti make a thunk sound or a clunk sound?
Or a flap sound.
Ron,
Yeah.
Okay.
Ron, you can have a point of inspiration for that.
That's
Excellently done.
That's
My attack
vital
rolls
sass.
need it.
Well done.
Wildfire on the meanwhile is like, I'm not a doctor,
I'm not a
but
doctor. He looked pretty messed up, is all I'm saying.
Oh, right. I'll head that way reluctantly as I drop this lovely guiding
mean-
bolt.
You grown. You do what you want.
What does he look like from here?
He looks like a snake person with fair skin with blue dapples.
How is he
Snake
doing?
person? What?
Biologically.
You're just telling us this now?
Right. Biologically, he looks like he is in the process of about to die.
Okay, well, here. Feel better, says Malagar. That is the minimum I need to say for this to go off.
worst healing.
Sadly, you cast the
Yeah.
spell as your main action.
Oh, well, fuck it.
I mean, you can say feel better next turn.
Yes,
You can say
just
feel better. It just doesn't have anything attached.
right.
to it.
I just say it.
Like, hope you get well soon. Good luck. Best wishes.
I mean,
Lots of prayers.
Man, those cleric night classes just did not have a course on bed manner, did they?
You don't get a lot of practical training. It's all book learning. I didn't know how to pronounce a lot of these magical words for a while, and it was really awkward.
The teacher of that class just had us fill out some definitions.
Yeah.
Okay, Victor. Take us to victory.
all right. Well, that guiding bolt will not be in vain.
I sure hope not.
Let's
I
find
will
out.
slash-
I'm excited
yeah.
to learn.
I was going to kind of cut him right in twain. Right? Wait, almost.
You have advantage, by the way.
Yeah, he rolled. He got a 5 and a 15. That was his advantage.
Nailed it.
And then I'll use my inspiration.
Hey,
There we go.
There we go.
That's more like it.
Wow, yeah, that is the max, almost the maximum I can get.
Ooh.
Okay, this troll is bud up. Anything else there, Victor? You want to take an action surge and miss a couple times?
I mean, I may or may not have already
Savage.
used my I'm actually pretty beat up, so thank you for reminding me, Paige. I'm sure you weren't just being mean. I will use my second one.
All right, Ross.
All right. Well, I'm going to. I mean, my sword and Goose's spit seems to be potent on this guy, so we're just gonna keep.
Particularly the
trying to-
spit. The acid causes its flesh to bubble and hiss.
Yeah, we're gonna try and just continue to remove its limbs with chops and acid.
Okay.
The 12 is definitely not going to do it, but that 17 will.
It will.
For 17 points of slashing damage, accompanied by 5 acid.
Ooh, nice.
Like she nails it. Really gets into that wound.
And with that is enough to cause the rot troll to be slumped to the ground.
Hooray!
Hey.
Goose puts one paw on it in victory.
Yes.
Malaga will go over to the Yuan-Ti and see if this is a situation that can be salvaged.
So the Yuan-Ti is definitely dying as you get there.
Okay, well, let's stabilize you then.
All right. How do you choose to do that?
I mean, we can just do it with... Here, I'll actually use a real healing word, not one of those.
One of those
How
off,
did this get
Thoughts
better?
and prayers.
Off-brand.
the great
healing
value
words.
healing word.
One of those healing words from Wish.
We should talk about your ability to pay, though. I've got some forms for you here.
All right. The Yuan-Ti coughs and flexes, and some of the poison from the trolls weeps out of his wounds. But
Excellent.
does look markedly better, and he slumps against the rocks and then says something in a language I can't imagine you know, and then looks confused and says, "Thank you, thank you, thank you,
Yes.
yes, thank you."
Yes.
Yes, thank you. He touches his chest in a gesture of thanks. He is torn up. Once he must have had on nice-looking leather armor, and it's shredded and eaten away. His clothes are just rags. He's covered in blood.
Well, I'll bind them up otherwise, the usual.
You not from here?
No, we've traveled from Aglaron mostly.
Aglaron, not they. They?
Yes. Yeah. No, that's good. That's a very good impression of Thayan. Yes.
Yeah. Not they?
Not they.
Wait, no, we're not Thay, because if we're not Thay, that's double negative, which is a positive, and that's how we end up being mistaken for Thayans, and we are not Thayans.
The fine points of that seem to go over his head.
Mine too.
Paige, I begin a gasification process on the trolls via firebolt and produce flame.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You're following the manual.
You know what? I'm gonna assist Wildfire on that because the conversation that Bella just laid down just like kind of hurt a little bit. I'm pretty sure I took some psychic
Ross
damage.
took several points of psychic damage.
Are you just gonna watch me? Because like functionally, I'm gonna cackle while I cast firebolt to these corpses. So like
I mean,
you.
there are parts though that we don't necessarily want to burn, right, Paige? As they search their stuff, do they have stuff?
All the magical items will 100% survive the gasification process.
Right, I get a stick and start stirring. It's fine.
The stick
Like-
catches on fire.
Ugh.
Show you. But, so let me just bring the picture
I
back.
do 100% burn their loincloths. I'm just saying.
Oh. Wait, they were...
It's okay. I've already discovered that nobody
Like-
wants undead loincloths.
I would like to show you the picture of these things. It's not like they have a backpack.
Paige, I see a great amount of space that they could be hiding shit in, okay?
Because trolls can just cut themselves open, put things in, and then they heal over it. And then when they need it again, they just cut themselves open again.
Gross.
That's way grosser than I was going to be like, so you're raiding their prison wallets?
Yeah, that's grosser. I mean, or less gross.
I
Or
would
not,
change the subject.
not grosser.
The Guan looks up at Malagar and says, "Many thanks. Help to go. Help to go.
Where?
Shazanthas.
Do I know where that is?
Ooh, you know what that sounded like to me? It sounded like
What?
a mythical realm of cold known as Häagen-Dazs.
Stop.
It's a great place with which to get icy treats and sanctuary.
I'm gonna brain you with a baseball club.
And
Nothing
Gelato?
about what you just said.
Why did you have to?
Why did you have to name something that rhymed with
I ran it through all the 12-year-old filters I could.
She ran out of time. There's only so many she can do.
The thing is, you have to run it through the gelato filters. There anything that could
Yeah,
be
those are the critical
sound
ones,
like ice
honestly.
cream.
You know, we were so...
Looks at Malagar
Yes.
and says,
No.
my place of being, Shazanthas.
Yes.
Um,
If you have frozen confections, we are going to prioritize taking you back over the fate of the world. So
I swear I'm gonna garrote you all with a mouse cord.
Belwyn high fives Malakar.
Like every
It's just
single
like-
one of you.
How far to Schadenfreude?
Wildfire, how do you think negotiations are going over there?
I'm surprised none of them have cast any kind of like speaking magics at this point, but like seems like that's not my job at all.
I look at him through my teeth.
I look at my burning stick and say, yeah, that would probably be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Is soon come? He looks quite frustrated that his common isn't quite good.
yes, let's should we take him there? I mean, we did bother to save him, and I don't. How far?
He said soon.
Well, soon. I assumed he needed to get there now, is why he said that. But
No, I thought you saw your holy symbol and was talking about soon.
stop. Okay, I'm gonna need some help helping. These
Oh
picky
no, he
pigs.
was saying spoon. Because we need them to eat the delicious frozen treats of his
So,
homeland.
well, I'm trying very hard to DM and just ignore them, but it's only modestly working. Belwyn is quite close to him at this point,
Yeah,
and
no.
he looks at her crosswise and points at her holy symbol and says, "Nobanian."
What you saying? Right, aye.
Firemane.
Right?
Paige, I begin casting comprehend languages.
Excellent.
I'm going to ask him in Dwarvish and in Giant if he speaks either of those.
Oh, he's quite fluent in Giant.
Oh, good.
How convenient.
I did not recognize you as one of Nobanion's kin. Nobanion is well respected in Shazanthras. One of the well...
Well, that doesn't sound like Haagen-Dazs at all, now that you see it in a clear way. All right, well, in that case, we should go see what's going on. Let me.
I actually am a good friend of the person who is in charge of the Temple of Nabanian, the Holy One of Nabanian, in Shazanthas, and she's in trouble.
Oh, that sounds.
An outsider could be very useful. We're sort of in the middle of a. Well, it's a problem.
Well, how about we take you back and we discuss the problem. We're out here working on stopping some Thanes who are up to no good.
Pui, he spits in the sand at the mention of Thay.
Oh man, somebody else is spitting. I totally spit too. This is great.
Oh, great.
I mean,
I think Yon 2 might out.
Are they both spitting in the ground, Roz? Like over
Yes.
and over again? Like harder and harder every time?
Malaga will
pretty
also
sure.
In fact,
Just
a group of our
nuts.
outriders just took out a sizable Thayan entourage through here.
What do you-
They have no idea where Shazanthras is, and we keep the city secret for that particular reason.
All right, okay. Let's pause on this because I'm gonna start forgetting things.
Oh, sure.
Let me
of course,
tell them. So Belwyn turns to the rest of the group and starts to explain what's. And then she turns back. What's your name?
Gazriel.
So my friend Gazriel here is saying, and I'll finish translating at the beginning of next week.
Oh,
Very good.
we had another full minute.
We did, but I wanted to, claim the power that Paige always grabs.
That's fine. That's fine.
I mean, her
think-
God-given right as GM?
I mean, I share
Fair
my
enough.
reclaiming my
I tried to end
cliffhanger.
early 2 weeks ago, and Paige told me to get off the pot and cast a spell, so...
I did, because I had a way I particularly wanted to end it, so...
Reclaiming my cliffhanger.
Yes.
Okay, Paige, talk us out.
Joe, have you considered trying to be Ben when you did that?
Ooh.
I mean, that certainly helps. I'm not going to lie.
Does it though? Because sometimes it actively hurts.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're
In this
not wrong.
context, I think it actively helps, though. I think that's a full-on advantage in this context.
Overall, I feel like I treat you fairly, but I treat you fairly by being too hard on you in some cases and too easy on you in others. And
Oh,
And you keep claiming
hard
it's
on
going
me.
to balance out.
Paige,
Giggity.
say words. Go.
yes, okay. Thank you, dear audience, for joining us on this particular crazy adventure. Please like, follow, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts or videos. Thank you, chat, for your inspiration. You inspire us. Literally, we love having you with us. You are the highlight of our week. We'd like to thank our listeners and supporters, particularly including...
Our newest follower, I'm going to try this name again, Nerdy Drunk Monkey Goblin.
Nerdy Drunk Monkey Goblin?
No, it's
Nailed
Nerdy Drunken Monkey Goblin. Dang.
Nerdy Drunken Monkey Goblin.
I've already fucked that name up 4 times.
And of course, our newest subscribers, resubscribers, Maxim Kurgosh, anonymous gifter who gifted one to Merc Captain Atlanta. Thank you, all of you, for your donations. And of course, Brother Flounder for the bits.
Thank you very much. Please join us next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time to see what happens next. And follow us
Let's
to
adventure!